right here. We're reading from the Obama book. What is it called? Better Life or something. Oh, A Promise to Land. All right, we right into it. Of all the rooms and all the halls and landmarks that make up the White House and its grounds, it was the West Colonnade that I love best. For 8 years that I for 8 years that walkway would frame my day, a minute-long open-air commute from home to office and back again. It was where each morning I felt the first slap of winter wind or pulse of summer heat. The place where I gather my thoughts, ticking through the meetings that lay ahead, preparing arguments for skeptical members of Congress. Hey, get off my back like that, cuz. Or anxious constituents girding myself for this decision or that slow-rolling crisis. In the earliest days of the White House, the executive offices and the First Family's residence fit under one roof, and the West Colonnade was little more than a path to horse stables. But when Teddy Roosevelt came into office, he determined that a single building couldn't accommodate a modern staff. Let me stop it there, because I got something from this based on today's topic, which is going to be going to school, parenting, schooling in a pandemic. You dig what I'm saying? And so what I got from this, it's gonna blow your mind, see, because what he said was he lived in this house, right? But this is where he worked from, and this is what we dealt with in the pandemic. Okay, y'all have a good day at tennis and everything, and I'll catch y'all later. But we about to get into it a little bit on Parenting 101. All right, y'all have a good one. Do your thing. All right now. So in the passage, right, it was so deep because what we talking about school in a pandemic. You see, this is really creating some anxiety within the parents because like me, I used to be in the school all the time before this. And then before, like all last year, the kids went to school we going on like year 2.5. The kids, the pandemic started, they left school, then they started school, finished it. My kids went to the whole 5th grade pandemic. You see what I'm saying? They started in the 4th, now they're in the 6th grade. We can't go into school. You understand? That ain't something I'm feeling. I'm all the way out the loop with it, man. Don't know what's going on. My daughter's moms used to come to me because I was always at the school and I knew what was going on. Now we don't know what's going on no more. So it's just a little definitely give you some anxiousness because it's like what they doing, and my daughter be telling me about them kids, they ghetto and this and that, but that's not this. It's the same school, but she in the middle school. So the school that I was going in, it wasn't no ghetto. I was more ghetto than and I'm still that firm dad. So just a little throw off. You know what I mean? So parents, it's everybody, you know what I mean? Like, we all going through this one, man, right here, you know what I mean? And some couldn't wait to get the kids back into school because the distance learning was kicking their butt. But my kids was doing good, but what distance learning did was make them socially awkward. But now they anxious, you know what I mean? Even if they up of age after 10, man, they over that thing with the hormones pumping, but they odd, they awkward, you know what I mean? They're just so odd and awkward, I don't know what to do. But yeah, man, this pandemic is throwing it off. So, but the president, right, he kind of mastered it. All the presidents have been mastering this type of concept where you working, you eating, you living all under one roof, even though he might move around and go fly somewhere to another country, but you might have somebody from another country coming into the White House. He got his kids in there. So all of that is almost like a simulation of life in a pandemic. You know what I mean? Because I heard my daughter yesterday talking about how, oh no, actually it was today, during the pandemic, when they ate breakfast, it was kind of weird for her because she would eat, go back upstairs, and go to school. Now it's we leaving out. And then I don't know what's going on other than what my daughter tell me she did at school. You know what I mean? And I mean, you have no access. You can't really go past that front office. And you like, what's going on? So what to do about that, basically? You know what I mean? Basically, I would say stay on their back. Make sure you got a good rapport with your child. Do some popping up. Let them in the front office. Just go as far as you can go. You know what I mean? It's middle school, so I'm letting up a little bit just so I'm not embarrassing. But it is a pandemic, and it's like you gotta be careful because it's all kind of stuff going on. People, just social things like then the journey thing. So, it just causes so much anxiety in a parent. You don't know what to do. You got to woosah, but we got to create the debriefing where, maybe dinner time. It's not just about how was your day, but like really what happened, what took place. I don't want to know if it was just good. I need details, so you want to get those details from your child and maybe try to get some access to the teachers and stuff like that. And this is something I might have to do, like really get the real number. But last year, my daughter's teachers were really dynamite about having the numbers, communicating. So that just took a lot, and I knew them for a while, but now I don't know the teachers. I don't know anybody. We don't know anything. New school, new everything, new system, and they smiling, they come to homework, but it's not working for me. The kids is cool because they growing up, but I feel like I can't dictate what's going on in that school as far as what's going on into their brain, like what learning is being taking place as far as the social, like I said, with their peers. And it just seems like how's a lot of learning going on as far as school learning, academics, when it just seems like they playing, it's like where the teachers at, what are they doing? So maybe we can just create something, man. I mean, because this one came out of left field, but it was a need because, my daughter's moms, everybody I talk to is just like, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on up there. And I'm ranting on this one because it hit me hard with this one because my daughter's at that preteen age. So, you don't want, I'm going to have to start addressing certain issues, maybe prematurely, talking about sex and this and that. But we're going to have to go there because people man, you don't know what these kids been doing up in the house, man. These other kids or what your kids been doing. So it's just time to start laying it out on the table. You know what I mean? Be more realer so that they can identify what's wrong and what's not. You know what I mean? Of course, we know how to try to stay COVID free. You know what I mean? Just stay away, avoid. I can't even really promote the mask. We've been wearing it, but man, you just gotta pray for these kids up in there. Pray while they in these school buildings. But it's not even a pandemic. The pandemic is creating the anxiousness and the anxiety because you can't go in it. Not the fact that they might get sick. I feel a little more confident about that. It's just the fact what's going on with my student child. What are you teaching them? Are you teaching them? What's happening? How they doing? It's just, even a report card and the Zooms things, they don't mean as much when I have no access to going up there, just seeing them off in the morning, coming in the classroom, looking and seeing how the classroom looks. Those things are big. Just to see what kind of space is my child being in when they're not with me. I need to know those type of things. So if you a parent like me, this is frustrating, and maybe we could just keep on pushing, and I may have to revisit this video as far as this topic because I'm going long-winded and I don't want to keep going. So we're gonna wrap it up, but just keep loving on them kids. Come on back, see me, man. It's Parenting 101. You know what I mean? Like I said, this topic got me gone. Like, I'm like, man, so what am I gonna do? But nah. We just gonna keep on, like I said, get them details, debriefing your kids, and just go from there, man. Keep on loving on them, man. See you next time, man, on Parenting 101, man. We out, man. Wait.